Hey guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22. It's now time for round 4 of our MotoE Championship. It's time for Le Mans, it's time for the French GP. So yet again, we start from pole position here in Le Mans. We wait for the red lights to disappear and away we go. So we share the front row with Granado and Egerter today, so this is going to be another fierce battle. If you watched yesterday's MotoE race, I won't spoil it, but it will need to be watched because it was absolutely incredible, right down to the final corner for the victory. Look at Granado getting pushed wide there, and we're going to also try and follow him through. Is that Cassidy up to the top spot now? Good job for the number 27 as we up at the inside of Eric Granado. Beautifully done. My goal here today is to try and avoid what happened in the MotoE race yesterday. Need to get to the front. Need to stay out of trouble as we give Egerter a big whack. Don't think he subscribed to that one, but you should subscribe nonetheless. But yeah, we need to avoid what happened yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, then I would advise you go and watch it now, because I am about to spoil it. So I'll give you a couple more seconds, and then that's it. Right, guys, yesterday we lost the victory by the skin of our teeth. Just slipped underneath our grasp. So this time I want to get to the front, disappear, keep away from all the contact, the mayhem and the carnage that happens within the wolves behind us as they keep trying to pick us clean every time we give them an inch. So this is the goal now, we need to go for it. Yesterday's race, as exciting as it was, just was so challenging to try and beat them. But I have had a bit of time to practice with this bike in this circuit, and I'm beginning to feel stronger. So I'd have a strong feeling that this could be the one where we get our first victory here in MotoE. Just eluded us so far, only one podium to our name out of the 4 races, and that, of course, came in yesterday's Grand Prix. So now to the right-hand side we'll go. Still in the lead, 6-7 tenths of a second as we approach the Dunlop change of direction here for Dunlop chicane. Into turn 4, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, still a gap. Really keen to see what lap times we can produce when we're on our own. Yesterday a 1:39.5 stayed for the remainder of the Grand Prix, set by the magnificent and inaugural MotoE World Cup winner Matteo Ferrari. Now Ferrari is going to be involved again in this race. You can see him there in 6th spot, Bradley Smith there in 5th, but I'm not seeing Mikel Pons. He was very strong in yesterday's race, so maybe he's going to start battling his way through. There is a small gap in the graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, so something possibly could have happened there. I don't recall if we've had yellow flags at this point, but I'll keep an eye on the gap as it stands, because we are currently 9 tenths of a second clear from teammate Eric Granado. Now, he's made a lot of mistakes in these previous races. Every single race so far, he's been down in the dirt. Is it going to happen again today? There's a good chance that this could be a championship battle between us 3. Pretty much the top of the pile when you think about it here in MotoE. Yesterday's race winner Kubu is still there in 8th. He's wanting to get involved as well as Ferrari moves up now ahead of Bradley Smith. We now break into the difficult right-hander for 13. A little bit tense there as a matter of fact. And back over to the right again. Smooth on the acceleration is required, but we lost a significant amount of time there. Across the line it's a 1:43.01. That's not good enough. That was a big mistake going into 13. Way too tentative, way too cautious, and that has lost us a good chunk of time there. Around 3 or 4 tenths, I would say. I thought I'd be into the 1:39s at this stage, but teammate Granado putting the pressure on. A 1:39.834 for the number 51. World Superbike bound, of course, for Eric Granado at this stage in MotoGP 22. So now, to right inside of La Chapelle. Still under pressure. Playing it well, though. As long as we don't make any more mistakes like we did in 13, I think we're good. But honestly, predicting what's going to happen, I think we're going to be in another dogfight. And I think that's great for content. It's great for entertainment, and it gives me a chance to shout and scream. So we'll see what's going to happen. But regardless, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a great race. I love the circuit of Le Mans, and I think I've pretty much been victorious in almost every time we've come here in the MotoGP 22 career mode. I don't think it's completely accurate, but I know we've been very competitive here in Le Mans, in the French GP, many times before. So now into turn 10, we were quite strong going into the right-hand here, but what I am keen to find out now is how much time did we lose on that previous sector by making that mistake into 13. You can see in the top right corner of your screen there, that is the gap to the previous lap time. We'll get it right this time into the right-hander. How much time did we lose? We saved a tenth and a little bit. Not a significant amount, but yes, 2.5 tenths of a second, so it would have put us very close to the 139s. Still another decent lap time from us. It's an improvement, but it's not quite Bradley Smith's pace. He's just set a 139.667 to the previous former MotoGP podium man. He's up into 4th place now, beginning to put the pressure on Egerter. Will Egerter crack? Will anyone crack? Oh, it's coming! Here comes Granado. The second you see him on our screens, he's already through, and he's taken over at the front. Any chance of me setting in fast lap times now has pretty much gone to the way of... Oh, never mind about that. Look at that. Beautiful movement. Give a guy an inch and he'll take a mile as we dive through on Eric Granado, but the 51 still pushing us back. He's not allowing us through, so we're going to get aggressive here and quite brave into Garage Vert. These Moto e-bikes do require a rather forthcoming approach. You've got to be brazen, you've got to be bold, you've got to give it everything and a little bit more to be successful in this particular championship. So now firm on the brakes again we go for the difficult left-hander of Shaman O'Buff. Back over to the right. Kind of avoiding the rumble strip there. It can get very slippery if you're not careful, so just try and avoid them if you can. But even after that contact with Granado, it's giving us a bit of a new life here. A bit of a sort of a kick up the wazoo to get us in control of this race again. Only losing about a tenth of a second. We were temporarily up against our previous best. We're not looking that bad, and across the line we'll go in a moment. I tell you what, it's going to be close to an improvement, that. Not too bad at all, only losing a tenth of a second. Much more consistent in the second round of Le Mans here today. So the double race weekend, of course, seems to be working out rather well for us at this stage of the Grand Prix. Eric Granado is beginning to put the pressure on again. Look at that move around the outside. I can only dream about doing that to him. I just don't have the confidence with the Moto E machines. The Energica Ego bikes are just so heavy, it's difficult. They lack that maneuverability that what Eric Granado's just put on there. Maybe it's down to me. Got to start improving to beat the 120% difficulty AI here in MotoGP 22. So now into Musée. Bradley Smith is there. I knew he'd be popping up sooner or later, and he's arrived. The fastest man on circuit a few laps ago is still there. Is going to go late on the brakes. Oh, can we get it stopped? We just can. Almost pulled a pretty dangerous lunge onto Granado there. Don't really want to be doing that to my teammate. Could be helping us get into the team's championship. Of course, we are second place, just behind the man who's riding for this team behind us. But look at that, outbraking Granado around the outside. Can we get it stopped? I don't think we can. Oh, gonna have to take it to the... Oh my goodness, contact. That was a big whack as we went into the right-hand side there. Sorry, Granado, that was not ideal, but I tell you what, I'm surprised we weren't given a penalty for that. I am really shocked that the stewards didn't issue us a long lap penalty, or at least a track limit warning. Got away there scot-free. I did try and slow down so it wouldn't impede the progress too much, but what it did do is make Granado absolutely clatter into the back of our bike. That's never ideal, and what isn't ideal is Bradley Smith getting through. Here he comes. Compatriots, commence battle here in Le Mans. He's taking to the green. He took to the green, so... Oh, contact! Oh, that's a massive whack. Oh, I don't think he's going to be happy with that one. I couldn't yield. I didn't want to yield. I want to win this one as much as anyone else. The aces want me to win. Sorry, Bradders. Sent down to 5th. He will be furious, but look at him fighting back already. He's up into 3rd as the number 38. Eric Granado's pushing us back. He's now into... Oh, Egerter's down! Smith's gone down! That is 2 championship protagonists taking themselves out into Musée for turn 7. A blunder and a half for the pair of them. That's massive for the championship. Granado's through on the inside, bit of contact again. Will Granado stay on the bike for this race? Will he actually... Oh, goodness me. What am I doing getting caught onto the grass there? But will Granado actually stay on board the bike? Will he be the man to take victory here in Le Mans? The only person who can really defend against us now is Granado and Cassadai. Not entirely sure where Torres is, but judging by the graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, I don't think he's too far behind. This has been a relatively clean lap for us after we got away from the Bradley Smith and Dominic Egerton moment. So we're still putting in some decent lap times, and I've got to be honest with you, these have been 4 consistent lap times. Across the line, it's another 141. So 140, pretty much a, 4/10 deviation over the past 5 laps? Very good, very competitive. And what is going on between Granado and us right now? I'm trying to have a look at the graphic on the right-hand side, and I can see riders bashing and bumping each other as we're trying to defend everything we've got into turn 4. Now for the right-hand side. This is where Granado will probably lunge. Give him the space if we have to. We're going around the outside, the long way round, but the LCR E-Team rider is still in the lead. Back up on the inside for Muse. We're strong here into turn 7. Got to go where we go. Got to go where we're strong. And got to defend where we're not. Oh, massive contact. These riders are just aggressive amongst all else. It's looking like a Moto3 race with the amount of contact in this one. We ran it deep into Garage Vert. Granado has risen to the top again for this occasion. Got to use the slipstream. Power setting 3 all the way. Engine brake on 4 because we need to try and outbrake him into the left-hander here for Shimano Buff. Strong on the brakes will put us back into the top spot. Quick change of direction here, but not too abrupt, because you do run the risk of spinning up the rear tyre. The medium rear has done the business so far as we go to the right-hand side. The blue S's is Granado's corner. To the left-hand side for 12. Eric Granado still leading, still holding on, but we have the HB40 Pons riders behind us. They're charging now. They want to get involved. There they are. Oh, I don't fancy that. Got to fight back here, and that's our worst lap of the race. On the penultimate lap, it's our worst lap of the Grand Prix, but it's still only a 5 or 6/10 of a second deviation. Pretty strong performance, if I do say so myself. So back up into the inside. Can we outbrake him? Bit of a lunge like we did on Bradley Smith. Granado on the inside. Oh, it's tight. Really tight as the heart rate skyrockets up to 125. Might even go even higher in a moment. As we now go to the right-hand side for La Chapelle. Oh, I really don't need these two. No! No! Oh, are you kidding me? I got pushed so wide then. Matteo Ferrari. Who was it who went down? Was it Cassidy? Cassidy bumped Torres, who sent us both wide there. And now that's put us into a... Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, I expect a penalty for the man on your screens right now. Ladies and gentlemen, issue your penalty to me now. Do I need to take a long lap penalty in the next race? Do I need to be starting on the back of the grid? Let me know. That was aggressive. I'm just desperate to try and get back at Granado. We lost so much time there. And the first victory of the season for the LCR E-Team is going to go to Eric Granado here. Or is it? Look how much we closed into Shimano Buff there. Change of direction here. I don't think we're going to be close enough. But what an effort. We have closed in this gap quite tremendously. Now into the right for the blue S's. We're closing in. I'm giving it everything here. I don't think it's going to be enough though. What a mistake from Cassidy. He's absolutely blown it for us. But look how much we've closed in. Oh, goodness me. If only there was one more lap of this one. But unfortunately, Eric Granado will take the victory. We finish in second. And yesterday's race winner, Akubu, finishes in third. Well, that's a damn shame, that is. Frustrated, to say the least. I really wanted to get that one. Somehow Jordi Torres finishes in 5th. But Matteo Cassidy went down, really scuppered our chances of victory here today. So look at the championship standings, and your man is on top spot. Taking a few extra points away from Akubu puts us 1 spot ahead of Akubu and 1 point clear from the Japanese man. Egerton drops to 3rd now, so been a bad weekend for the Swiss rider, but Granado on the rise in 5th spot. So now look at the Teams Championship, the LCR E-Team standing top of the pile with ourselves and Granado. We are now 33 points clear from the RNF team and 38 clear from Octo Pramac Moto E. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member of the DrAce pit crew. Ciao for now, guys. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now, with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.